How do you want to open for this one?
At the beach.
Oh. Okay. It's been 130 days since we departed California, and we wanted to reflect a little bit and discuss how we feel about the last 4 months, and we came up with some questions to ask each other.
So we each came up with 3 questions to ask each other, and the questions I came up with, Sonia doesn't know and hasn't heard, and the questions that she came up with, I haven't heard. You want to start?
Yeah.
Okay. Ask your first question.
Okay, my first question. What place or activity would you go back to experience again?
Oh, okay. So this kind of overlaps one of my questions, but if I could relive one of the past days from our van life journey, it would definitely be the day of the solar eclipse. I think that was like once in a lifetime moment, and there was just so much to absorb in those 4 minutes of totality that we had, that I wish I could re-experience that, because I don't think we'll ever get to experience anything like that. It wasn't a place, it was more of an experience, it was a moment. So I'd like to relive that, and the journey to get there was awesome too.
Yeah, that's a good one. That was a fun one.
That was a fun one.
I think I would like to experience again our time with Kathy. I just, when you meet someone that really touches your heart and you feel like you're best friends, even though you've met for just a moment, we really connected and we enjoyed experiencing Tennessee with her. And I think I would love to go back and continue that. And
Yeah, that's a great one. I think that's definitely high up there too. For me. So that was one of my questions right here. What day would you want to relive from our van life
Oh,
journey?
that's okay.
What would you change about Turtle the van to make van life better?
Oh my God, I have the same question for you.
Okay, that's okay.
I would choose a bed that's not on the top, which would be a huge reconstruction that we would have to do.
Yeah, that would need a new van, I think.
We would need a new van, but when I'm really tired and I'm trying to climb down, I feel like I'm gonna fall on my face every time, and then I get scared, and then I really wake up. When I used to be sleepwalking to the bathroom and then sleepwalk back and just fall asleep and not have a huge, blip in my sleeping mode. But I think it would just be nice to be able to just crawl into bed, that's always there, but you can drop down the part where your feet is, so you can make that into a couch seating area.
Like Eamon and Beck's van.
Yes, basically like Eamon and Beck's.
So to answer my own question, my answer is related to the bed. I wish, foolishly, when we remade the bed portion up at the top, it was a little longer. And foolishly, I said, oh, it doesn't need to be 6'2". Instead, it could be 6 foot. We have two less inches. And I don't know why I did that. I thought maybe it'd make it easier to get up there. But if the bed is 6 inches, I'm 5'11". I don't quite fit anymore. If it was 6'2" like it was supposed to be, it's just I foolishly shortened the bed for no good reason. So that's what I would change about our layout.
So that's really funny, because my second question was, what have we built in the van that you would immediately want to change? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So that's it.
The bed.
Okay, my second question is, how many years do you think you can do van life for?
Oh man, yeah. I wish we had started a little sooner, but I think we can keep doing this until we really get tied down to the world, whether it's with a mortgage, with kids, or whatever. Until that happens, I feel like, the world is our oyster, and I want to keep doing it, and it doesn't have to be full time. It could be seasonally, but definitely I can see myself doing this for another year, 2 years maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to say, but right now I have that momentum and that drive to keep going. I want to keep going.
Nice. So my answer for that is that I feel like I could do this for the rest of my life, but I would like to take breaks, if we do decide to have children in the future, and if we ever need to. I like the flexibility of it. If we're both feeling if our bodies are actually failing us or whatever, we would need to find a home base to have, so we can be comfortable if we ever need it. But otherwise, I think exploring, I've never felt more at home being in the van.
That's
and
true.
Because so I can see myself doing this for years.
Yeah. Good.
Your
That was a
second
good one.
question.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So considering all aspects of how our last 100 and something days went, what would you want to change to make the next 100 days on the road better for you?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
Other than the bed situation, I think I'm really good.
Okay.
I'm really good. I think, if we had more battery power would be nice.
Yeah, that would be good.
So that way we don't always have to be worried about that.
That upgrade is also, I think, imminent. I've been researching some upgrades for that.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
That way we can run the AC longer or all day. We don't have to worry about we have to.
We don't have to worry
Turn
about
off
like
the
cloudy
night.
days, the rainy days,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
because
If
we
we
didn't
have-
expect so many cloudy days. Now we're just like, wow, because then the solar panels doesn't work.
So what was the question again? Oh yeah, what would I change about the next 100 days? Okay, hold on, I took some notes. Since this was my own question, what I've learned over the past 100 days is we've had some time where we've been traveling slowly and we've been traveling fast. I'd say I'd want to travel slower,
Oh yeah, that would be good.
get to soak in and enjoy a place longer. I'd want to be more aware of the weather and the geography. Like, I think we went into this originally saying like, let's go and do the national parks. And that wasn't a good idea because like it put us in really hot weather for a long time. And so I think like if we go seasonally like to places where the weather is better, that would be better for us.
That's true. That's a good one.
It would be better for Luna and Oliver. It would solve this battery problem too.
Yeah.
And there's no need to go fast. Like we're not trying to accomplish anything like, set a world record or see everything. It's more about soaking things in, like really feeling like the vibe of a place, meeting people, and you can't do that unless you're going slower, I think.
Yeah.
I know the next month it's not going to be like that. We have some goals that we need to reach, so that we do need to travel a little faster for some short time, but in the future, I think that is going to be one of our like just methods of operations. Go slower.
Okay. That's a good one. So this one we have to answer at the same time.
Okay.
Question number 3. Which country do you want to visit for van lifing next?
Okay,
So
wait.
think about
Count
it
it
first.
down. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll count it down.
Okay, so we did already New Zealand in the past.
Yeah.
That was awesome. So different country, right? Okay. I'll tell you when I'm ready, and then you can count it down. All right, I'm ready.
Okay. 3,
2,
2,
1.
1. Norway! Ah, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome! Oh my god. Okay, cool. So that means we're both on the same page for wanting to go to Europe.
Yeah.
We just have to see if we can afford that. But
I had a close second, which was second and third. I purposely chose like this is kind of like a dream one, but I think realistically, what I would actually see myself doing next is
Mexico.
Canada and
On
Mexico.
Canada, yeah,
I think because
close.
it's achievable. We can do it with our van without having like extraordinary expenses and logistics.
Yeah.
So I think those are imminent, I
Yeah.
feel. And then eventually I would want to do like a Euro trip.
Yeah.
And that would maybe mean shipping our van, getting a new van, bunch of logistics, whether that's with visas and all this different stuff with Oliver and Luna, it'd be more complicated
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah. We'd have
dream,
to ship 'em too.
dream Germany because like I love Germany. I've been there a lot. I've spent several months there of my life, and it's just got beautiful countryside, beautiful people.
I love Germany too.
Yeah.
Whatever country is good for van life, I think we would be down to try it out.
Yeah.
There's
Okay,
nothing-
my last question, which is my third question. So this is the 6th question total. Has the last 100 or so days of our experience with van life changed you in any way? And if so, how?
I'm more afraid of bugs now, and I never really cared about them. And like, if there's a path where it's just like,
I've noticed that you're a little more afraid of bugs.
yeah, I don't want to deal with them, and it's crazy because I never really noticed them before, but now I don't know why.
It's because we're in Southern California, we don't have like crazy bugs.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
But going into some of these other places, some of these bugs have been like out of control.
Yeah, so I think that's changed me.
You thought it
Sorry to interrupt.
I was so distracted. That's what fell on you?
I think so. Ew.
Whoa, it's going.
Oh God, what is that? to notice the bugs more, where before I'd be like, whatever. And I hope that I go back to those old ways. I don't want it to be like rock climbing, where I was like not afraid of heights until I started rock climbing.
I think spending this time in the van and like this experience, this whole journey has changed me in a way where like I feel more mentally free, like in the sense that like there's more room just to think. I have less clutter in my mind because we took this break to do this journey. I feel more like the ways that I think, I feel like they're more dynamic now rather than like rigid.
Sorry, he's trying to go in.
He wants to go inside. Hold on.
Yeah.
Go inside.
That's a really good answer, though. I know. I've noticed that about you, and it's made me
yeah.
really happy to see that you have more clear mind to.
I have a clear mind. I feel more flexible mentally in that way. I feel like there's more forgiveness inside of me. But at the same time, I also like have a better sense of myself and boundaries. But the biggest thing I've noticed is I feel more expressive emotionally and like artistically and like more creativity. And all those things, I think I only feel those things because I've given myself this space in this room to just be. And I think that's how it's changed me. And I don't know how I would be able to go back. It's like, I mean, I think even if we're not doing like living in a van anymore, I think that like I'd want to hold on to those characteristics. And I know the things that are taking those characteristics away from me. So I'd have to work hard to make sure that I don't let myself go down that way again, because this growth, you know, is important and it's good. And it's been good for me. I feel clear. I feel clarity. So it's nice.
That was a really good answer compared to bugs.
Oh, it's okay. It's my question, so I had time to think about it.
Okay, yeah, that was good. That was good. So this is my last one. For future van lifing, would you be willing to do more adventurous / physical challenges or relaxing experiences?
Oh, I think this is easy. Physical, adventurous stuff.
Okay,
like
cool.
for me, if I'm just idle, I feel unsettled. I need to be doing something. I need to have goals. I need to be working towards something, which is kind of, I know, counterintuitive to what I said earlier about like moving slower, but like I need to be working towards something.
Yeah.
I think I always otherwise feel restlessness.
Yeah.
So yeah, physical, adventurous things for sure. That's the way to go.
Good.
Sitting and just doing.
We've been doing a lot of that, so that's why I was wondering, do you want to keep going with how we've kind of been going, or do you want to like do more adventurous? So
for sure.
Cool, I agree. I also want to do more adventurous things, more physical things, and testing out my body to see what it can still do in my 30s. And
That's good.
before, you know, we can't do these types of things anymore, you know?
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the questions that other people have asked us.
Yeah.
So these are questions that either people sent in to us or have consistently asked us on our travels that we've written down.
So I have it here. Commonly asked questions from others. What do we do for bathroom and shower situations? So I'll answer shower if you want to say bathroom. We've been going to pool houses for showers. Like we don't go and
Pool
swim
clubs.
in the pool, but we'll just ask if we can just use their shower facilities, and they have been great. Everything we find is on iOverlander, and you know, they'll say where there are shower locations, and it's been great so far. Actually, we've never paid to shower. I don't know how we've gotten away with that. Everyone's super chill, and they're like, if you're not gonna swim, just
Usually
go
there's
ahead,
like a
go
daily
shower.
fee, and like we're like ready to pay it, and they're like, yeah, just go.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Otherwise, campsites.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and campsites. That's a good one. Yeah.
And then there's truck stops, which we haven't had to use yet because, I mean, these other two options have usually just worked out
fine
for us.
We also love to have like body wipes. So days that we can't get to a shower, but we haven't done a lot of physical activity and we don't really need it, I always, like every day, if I don't shower, use a body wipe all over my body and then change it to my pajamas or something. But I will
Definitely.
always do that, and it's a great way to check for ticks and bugs to make sure they're not on you either, because there has been a situation where that has happened.
As far as the toilet situation, we have a toilet in our van. You can use it for number one and number two. And otherwise, when we're camping or at a Walmart or a Starbucks or whatever, we try to use the facilities outside of the van as much as possible, just because it's easier and then it's less we have to clean up in the van. Like all that stuff that goes into that toilet, we have to dump it out at a campsite, like dump station. So the less we use our toilet in the van, the better it is. But so far it hasn't really been a problem. That's something that like in a normal house, you know, you go walk into your bathroom and you use your toilet. That's cool. Right here, it's like you have to kind of think about those things a little bit more and plan in advance if you want to really have like a comfortable experience.
Yeah.
So that's how we use that's the toilet and shower situation.
So, second question. Someone along our journey had asked us this in person. For the past 4 months, what was the most challenging thing about your experience in van life?
A few people have asked us this.
Yeah. So, my answer would be that getting through the flash flood after the solar eclipse was very tough for me mentally, and like I was just really worried in that situation. But it was like a fun experience. Hindsight, you're later on, you know, but in the moment it was very like, what's gonna happen? We could lose our whole camper van into a flood. So
Yeah. So far, luckily, I'd say we haven't had too many big challenges like that we weren't able to overcome. I think most of the challenges have been, I'd say, internal. You know, like anxiety and trying to overplan and overthink. Letting go of those things have been the bigger challenges. Not anything to do with the van or the day-to-day of things.
Jason's a type A person where he's got to plan everything, and I'm more type B where I'm like, just go with the flow. If I don't have a plan, I am more at ease. So it's been, you know, it's been very interesting because where I thrive in it, he has been struggling.
It's just ingrained in me from my education and from my decade-plus career. Like, there was no other way to be other than to like plan and meticulously think about things in advance. So to shift away from that has been hard for me, but it's necessary and it's good.
Yeah.
It's not good to be rigid all the time, and that's what I was functioning before.
Yeah.
Just to be present and enjoy the serendipity of living in a van. You know, someone said that to me, and it's been sticking in my mind.
But I think having both type A and type B in van lifing is very necessary, and it's been nice where, you know, if we need to plan something long term or something, he's been great at it. If we need to find adventures or just be spur of the moment, I can be, you know, a cheerleader for that. And
you're really good at reminding me, like, hey, just be present.
Yeah.
And that's good.
Good.
Because otherwise I'm always in the past or in the future.
Yeah. And obviously that happens to all of us. I do the same thing. So whenever I'm like that, he helps me be present. So it's been nice. Third question, what's it like traveling with a dog and cat?
Oh, yeah. So I'd say even like if we just cut together all of the challenges we had with them, keeping them still and all that, it'd be pretty funny. But like, basically traveling with a dog and cat is everything you have to slow down like to 50% because you have to plan for them, you have to take them out, take care of them, and we're really attentive with them. So it reminds us to slow down, and I wouldn't want it any other way. Yeah, it is challenging, like to plan for them a lot, and a lot of things they can't do that we want to do. It keeps you busy with something outside of yourself, and I think that's important.
Yeah.
It keeps things interesting. Oh no, Ollie! It's all over your whiskers. See, like things like this.
Okay, so I have a quick pro and con. So the pro is that we get to meet so many more people because of them.
That's true.
Luna always notices things first and then wants to walk over to them, and then she'll come back to me, but there's sometimes where she's just like, I gotta meet this person, and then I'm like, I'm sorry, my dog really wants to meet you, and then we get to meet and talk, and it's, you know, that's been a great way. So thank you for helping us be more social, Looney. And and also Oliver, you know, they see the cat. Yeah, everyone sees the cat in a harness and they're like, how did you get the cat in the harness? I'm a professional dog trainer, so I treat him like a dog, but he is so smart and he's been great, you know, and so a lot of people like to ask about him, and also just, you know, both of them have their attributes and their personalities where people want to meet them and to talk about them. So it's been great.
We're fortunate to have the best two, you know, pets with us to be out here. Like, they're so good with being in a van, and they adjust to so many situations, like being at the beach, for example, or being in the mountains, or being anywhere. We want to give them the best life and the best adventure, and in turn, we end up having the best adventure.
Yeah, it's been great. One con though is that Oliver, anytime I want to sleep in, Oliver will be meowing like meow, meow every morning when he needs to poop. Just to let me know, hey, I'm going to the toilet. Meow, give me a true after. Give me a treat after. But that and he wakes us up at 7:30 in the morning to let us know that at 8 o'clock, 30 minutes from then, like, we need to feed him.
Get the food ready.
Yeah.
But silver linings, I think, look at the positive side. We don't have to have an alarm clock in our van.
Yeah.
It's already figured out for us.
Thanks, Ollie.
And he somehow gets used to the time changes and everything. Like, he just knows, like, okay, 8 o'clock. He starts figuring out 24-hour cycles, and he's just like, okay, it's 8 o'clock now.
It's crazy.
Regardless of where the sun is or whatever it is, he knows when 24 hours have passed for his breakfast time. He's like, you got to wake up for that.
Okay, the sun has set. We have to answer this last question.
Okay.
Okay.
Ollie, come here. Okay, you're fine.
What was the most surprising thing that we've experienced in the last 4 months?
I thought I'd be super excited to like see places that like I'd want to see, right? Like right now we're at the Atlantic Ocean and it's like, wow, we're here. Or like when we reached the different national parks and things like that, I thought I'd be super excited about those, and I am, and I love those. But the best parts, I'm surprised, like the best parts that really stick out and I think about the most is like the people that we meet and the people that we.
You stole my answer. I answered that last time first to the person, and you're like, oh wow, that was a good answer.
Because I think we do think that way, though.
That's so funny.
We both, because
it's true, but it is true. Yeah. It's not that he stole it. He actually feels that too.
I do feel that,
and it's so true. Like, I've been a person where living at home made me always feel unsettled. I always had an itch where I'm like, I gotta go. I have to be out. I have to be exploring. There's so much in this world. What am I doing at home? And I thought for the longest time that I needed to see the places and experience all these beautiful wonders. But what really sticks in our memories and our hearts are the people that we meet. Yeah. And it has just been such a wonderful thing doing this whole van life, doing this whole van lifing, because it's built this nice community that we get to speak with other like-minded individuals, and it's been like the most touching and best time of my life. Anytime I'm in the van and traveling, still feeling like I'm at home, but I still get to explore, meet new people, and so I hope that we can continue doing this. And
I'm glad we had the same answer. That's so cool.
And a little segue too. It's like, if you comment and on this video or any videos in the future, it really means so much to me to just talk to anyone. I love to respond to everyone. So does JSOL. So feel free to comment more, because
if you have any questions, this is the place to put them, and we'll maybe do another Q&A. I think this was fun, like, because I feel like we got to know each other a little better too, and talk about things that, like, sometimes we just in the moment don't get to
express.
And again, like, to document it too, and to take this snapshot of where we're at right now, how we feel, and then because like next year when we've maybe hit a different milestone and our opinions change, it'd be cool to look at where we were. So keep the questions coming.
Well, this has been fun. We got to the East Coast, and actually we're not going to be going slow travel. We have to go fast. So we have 1 month to get back to California and for your brother's wedding.
Yep.
But we have a exciting surprise before we get to California. There's something in Nevada that we've been really excited about.
The timing just happened to line up, and everything just kind of fell into place.
Yeah.
We're going to Burning Man.
What?
So we need to rush back that way towards Nevada. So we're on the East Coast. We have 3 weeks to get back. The sun is set, so I think it's time to jump into the ocean now.
Let's jump into the ocean. Let's go.
And let's enjoy
the
water.
Let's celebrate that we made it here.
Let's go!
Let's go.